Okay, I am back. Sheldon Lowe here. Thank you very much to Alana Arian and Andrew Hoffman who let me know that the audio wasn't working when I tried last time. Then I came back and I forgot to make the Facebook Live public. So this is just a lesson in sometimes the technology doesn't work, and just know that it's okay that you've got your community of friends and loved ones who are going to let you know and help you. So that being said, many of you have been reaching out to me because you still don't feel confident in your ability to make videos that look and sound as beautiful as you'd like them to. And you're feeling lost and overwhelmed, and you're feeling like you don't have the time that it takes. So what I want to do is I want to help. And in order to help, I'm going to, each and every week, I'm going to try and do this to the best of my ability. Each and every week, I'm going to try and get on and offer a quick tip in about 5 to 7 minutes, something that can help you sort of tighten the screws on your setup, on your hardware, your software, or on your process. And hopefully we'll make some small gains. I'm going to hold your hand the whole way, I promise. You can do this. And how do I know that? It's because I was not born knowing this stuff. I did a whole bunch of research. I continue to scour the internet and to learn new things all the time. And so what I want to do is I'm going to distill it and just give it to you so that you have the benefit of all the time that I've spent. And I can just give you some quick little tips like this. Some things I think will hopefully make dramatic improvements. Some will be smaller, but in the sum, in the grand scheme, they will lead to A, much better looking and sounding videos. B, you will feel so much more confident in your skills. And C, which maybe is the most important, I think you're going to find that you're going to become so much more efficient, and you're going to be able to bust out videos in significantly less time, which may mean that you can make more videos, or maybe spend more time with your family or your congregants or your bandmates or whoever it is. So just before I get started, if this kind of thing feels helpful to you, or you know someone it would be helpful to, please do me a favor and share it with that person. Other things that you can do, if you want to make sure that you get all of these videos, please head on over and sign up my mailing list. This is just a mailing list having to do with making videos. Go to sheldonlowe.com/Zoom20, and I'll give you 20 ideas to make your Zoom services better than your in-person services. So check those out. And if you have topics that you want me to cover, please go ahead and email them to me at info@sheldonlowe.com, or you can private message me on Facebook, Instagram, all those ways. You know how to do it. So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. I want to talk about color temperature. So all of the lights in our lives, whether it's the sun or the electric lights, they have actually a little bit of a color, even though we might think that they're all just like a white kind of light. In truth, even when you buy your bulbs, maybe you've noticed that they have a color temperature on them, or in this case, a color range. But before we start talking a little bit about numbers, I just want to sort of show you what different colors look like. Ideally, you want to get a color that is, especially for talking head videos, something where you're just looking into the camera, which so many of us are right now, whether you're a rabbi, a cantor, musician, you want to get something that's really pleasing for your skin tone, basically. And I found this to be really pleasing to me. But there's kind of two ends of the spectrum. You can call it cool, which is white, bluer light, and you can say warm, which is more yellows and reds. And I want you to see what the two different sides of the spectrum look like. So this is the cool side. Look what it does to my skin tone when I change that. Okay, you see, not as pleasing to me personally. It's a lot more blues in there, a lot more like whites, and it took all the warmth out of it. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got the warms, right? Lots of yellow and red in this, and that's a bit too much as well. That doesn't look healthy to me. Going back to what I sort of like, this is about somewhere in the middle. So just to give you a sort of sense, if you're going and want to pick up some bulbs, first of all, these were 15 bucks at Costco. It gave you 2 of them, and you can see they just plug into your regular socket, and you can control the color on your phone, which is pretty fun with a little app. Um, these have a color range, so I've found that to be very, very useful. They just plug into my lighting kit, which is like this. It's just a regular thing that fits on a stand. It's got an on-off switch and a control of the color on my phone. But if you want to go out and buy some bulbs that are not color changing, just you want to look at what says the color temperature, and that's going to be the numbers that are listed next to the letter K. K is for Kelvin, which is a color temperature. So, oh, it's a temperature actually. So on one end, the warms, that's the lower end, that's the reds, the yellows. Those are, on these lights, about 2200. So you can think about like candlelight, that's somewhere around like 1 to 2000, okay? And these go up to 6500. 6500, 7000, that's the color of light that's coming through the clouds on a gray day. Somewhere around 5,000-ish is like a very sunny day around noon. And what I've got mine set on right now is about 4,400, something like that. So a little bit warmer than high noon on a very sunny, cloudless day. I think that's really it. So I hope this was helpful. Oh, you know, you don't, I mean, for 15 bucks, this is pretty great, and you can plug them into your built-in lights, or you can grab some lamps, some cheap lamps, and just plug these into your cheap lamps. But you know, if you don't feel like making that type of investment, just go around your house and now that you know what you're looking for, say, you know, see, is this a warmer kind of light or is this a cooler kind of light? And go ahead and look at your videos and look at your skin tone in particular, and say, you know, do I need some more warmth? Do I need some more? Do I need to cool it down a little bit? And then bring them, you know, closer and just sort of look and use your eye. You know, you've been using your eyes your entire life, so you're a pretty good expert at what looks good to you. So trust them. I trust your eyes, okay? So you should as well. That's all I got for you. If you found this helpful, again, please give it a like, give it a share, give me a comment. If you have other topics you want me to cover, please do so. Also, if you want to make sure, again, to see any of these videos, I'm going to send them out to this list of people that have specifically signed up and want to get these types of updates. You can sign up for that list at sheldonlow.com/Zoom20. I thank you all so much for watching and look forward to sharing some more tips with you next week. Take care.